My name is Emily Claire Harrington. I'm 20 years old, and this is my story. I was born into wealth, old money, the kind that's not flashy, but woven quietly into the walls of Ivy League legacies, country clubs, and marble-floored estates. My family owns properties across Europe, has art in museums with our name on the plaques, and my father is one of those men who doesn't appear on social media, but whose name opens doors in boardrooms. To the outside world, I had everything. And I won't lie, I had a lot. I grew up in a mansion in Connecticut with a personal chef, a room bigger than most apartments, and summer vacations in the south of France. I rode horses, went to a private academy, and was expected to become, well, something perfect. But here's the thing. Sometimes when you're born with everything, you grow up feeling like nothing really belongs to you. I always felt like I was playing a role. The perfect daughter, the polished debutante, the legacy in the making. But behind the smiles at charity galas and the designer dresses was a girl who felt more like a guest in her own life than a host. I wanted more than fine china and planned futures. I wanted truth. I wanted mess. I wanted to know who I was outside the gilded cage. When I turned 16, I started writing poetry. Secretly. I hid it under my mattress and wrote with a pen light long after midnight. It wasn't pretty poetry. It was raw, angry, bursting with questions. That was the first time I started hearing my own voice, not the one that had been scripted for me. Then came college. My family expected me to go to Harvard. I chose a liberal arts college in Oregon instead. That decision, it shook everything. My mother cried. My father said I was throwing away generations of legacy. But for the first time, I felt alive. I met people who didn't care about last names, who challenged my beliefs, who asked, "What do you think, Emily?" And I didn't always have an answer. But I started looking for it. I worked in a coffee shop part-time. Woke up to the sound of alarm clocks, not orchestras of house staff. Burned my fingers on espresso machines. Laughed with people who didn't own yachts, but had oceans of soul. And through it all, I kept writing. My pain, my questions, my gratitude. I self-published a book last year. It didn't sell thousands, but it was mine. Every page, every word, every scar behind it. Mine. Do I still talk to my family? Yes. We're learning to meet in the middle. I don't blame them for how I was raised. They loved me the best way they knew how. But I had to go find a different kind of love. For the world, for people, and for myself. So here I am. Emily, 20. Rich, yes, but not just in money. Now I'm rich in stories, in mistakes, in late-night conversations, and cheap pizza with friends who became family. I'm still becoming, still searching, but I'm doing it on my own terms. And maybe that's the real inheritance I'll pass down someday. Not gold, but truth. Not tradition, but freedom. Thank you for listening.